This is Joshua Hart for JTH Boxing. Today I'm in Telford. I'm joined by Sam Jones. Sam, a very successful night. Dan Toward with another stoppage. How are we feeling after that?
Yeah, really good. It's a really late one. What time are we on here? 10 past 12 at night. Yeah, really good, man. I'm very, very proud of Dan. It's a long time to wait to box, but it's important. He got his TV slot, so that's all that matters. A lot of people, a lot of eyeballs on him. Quality performance, and made a very tough man quit in the 5th round.
Obviously, I think a big talk point with this was the fact it was his first fight under Dave Caldwell. He's not been under Dave for a very long time, and especially after making that transition from being with Bertley for such a long time. I'm sure it's been quite a challenge, but he looked very good tonight. You can already see some of the improvements that he's made under Dave. And just a very successful night, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, you're not going to see the finished article down, but what we insist on is that he fights people that are coming to win. We're not interested in matching him against someone that's lost 1,000 times. Like, it's not going to improve him. So, really happy with him tonight. Really happy.
Obviously, last time we spoke was Taylor Catterall fight week last week. A very busy week. Ticket sales flying. They've already sold out in 3 hours. Exactly. Obviously, I remember listening to one of Eddie Hearn's interviews, and he said, you were right all along saying this was going to fly.
Yeah. I didn't gloat, to be honest. Eddie was making out as if I was gloating. I wasn't. I just basically said, told you. Like, I knew this fight was going to sell because of the genuine animosity between the boys. And it's a great fight, and it's a fight that British boxing need, in my opinion.
Did you expect it to sell out as quick as it did?
Yeah, I did. I told Eddie. I've got the messages for proof. I said it will sell out on day one, very, very quickly, and it did.
Obviously, still about 2 months, just under 2 months away now.
8 weeks today. 8 weeks tomorrow. Yeah.
8 weeks tomorrow. Wow. Very excited. Obviously, British boxing's been talking about. Obviously, I'm sure. Not the hype of it, but the talk of it will die down for a little bit now. But come fight week, I think that'll be the biggest talk.
It's going to pick it up again. I'm sure all the fights are going to get announced. You've got the Haney-Garcia press conference, like, trending. So, yeah, it's a lot of things happening in boxing. It's a good time to be a boxing fan at the moment. We're getting a lot of good fights. Looks like Canelo Alvarez is going to fight Munguia. That's going to be an unbelievable fight. Great time to be a boxing fan. You've got Joshua against Ngannou next week. Quality undercard. Fury against Usyk in May. Good time to be a boxing fan.
Obviously, one thing I didn't want to talk about from tonight was obviously the main event, Sam Eggington versus Abbas Barrow. Great fight. Sam Eggington, yet again, proving that he's just hard as nails. It was just a great night of boxing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Sam Eggington just keeps doing it every single time he fights. I mean, Abbas is like, he was the winner, but people were just going to talk about Sam Eggington and his huge pair of bollocks. Again, he's just a proper throwback fighter, isn't he, Sam Eggington? He's always, if you see a card, whether it's headlined or he's on the card, you know you're getting value for money.
Obviously, a lot of people probably making that call now. Is there a lot left for Sam Eggington? He could walk away today.
Who knows? Who knows? He's 30 and he's like, he didn't look shot in there at all, did he? Like, he lost against a better fighter, but he can go to British and fight for British titles, and there's all kinds of fights for him down at the moment at 154. Imagine him against Troy Williamson. Can you imagine a fight like that? Like, oh God, it'd be an unbelievable fight, wouldn't it?
I think one of the fights I was looking at the other day was him versus Ted Cheeseman in the Matchroom Garden. That was a great fight, and it just shows every single fight Sam Eggington's been in. It's just always been a great fight, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. He's always in a barnstormer, isn't he? Always.
And so we look ahead to next week, AJ versus Ngannou fight week. We get the Matchroom 5v5 announcement as well next week, apparently. Yeah. Another one of those great weeks for boxing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to that, very much so.
And what do we need to see from AJ? Obviously, if let's say we talk about AJ,
just win the fight. We've seen the thing with Fury. Oh, he needs to do this and that. No, just win.
That is just simply just get the job done.
I think he stops him, but I think just win the fight.
If there's any controversy surrounding this one again, do you reckon it will just? Obviously, we saw Ngannou's stock rise a lot last time, even in defeat. Do you reckon if Ngannou can put in another good performance like that again, it could possibly? I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but
I know what you mean. Like if he looks good again or he drops AJ, I don't know. Like he's a top 10 heavyweight, isn't he? He's a legit guy. I think I'm not putting his performance down against Fury, but I just think Tyson had the worst night of his life and Ngannou had the best. That's the end of that.
Big fight on the undercard. I think it's been going under the radar a little bit. Zhang versus Parker. I think that's a really good fight. Real 50-50. You can't really split them. If I was to ask you to pick who you believe wins that fight, who would you say?
I think Parker's going to win the fight. Really? Yeah, I think Parker will win the fight.
See, Parker's actually the underdog. I was looking earlier. Parker's the underdog. On points, he's an even bigger underdog. But I think one of the big talking points, people saying Zhang could gas out early. Zhang's never known for having a great gas tank.
I think Parker's a different... He's a good boxer, Joseph. I don't know. I fancy Parker to win the fight.
And another big fight on the undercard, Rey Vargas, Nick Ball. Nick Ball finally gets that shot after winning his eliminator.
Nick Ball, great fighter, always in great. He's another one, always in a good fight. It was a great fight against Dog Bay last time out, and I expect him to win. He's a great fighter, Nick Ball. Big fan of his.
Sam, I think we're going to leave it there. It is very late, and I do also. I'm trekking back to Nottingham tonight.
Oh wow! My eyes are stinging, mate. But thank you very much for having me.
It's all good, Sam. Thank you very much.